Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen, call me the Dream Believer, because that's who I am. Welcome back to Hoshizora, wish upon a shooting star, and I just clicked on the screen and there was a text that said, after 5 minutes walking, a memory comes into my mind, or something like that. As memory serves me, the shopping district should primarily stretch out around the nearest station as long as we are. Is this music too loud? I don't know. Wait, hold on. I have to check if the music is too loud. Well, okay, the music is not too loud, but in my ears it is so loud. As memory serves me, the shopping district should primarily stretch out around the nearest station. So as long as we are at Aunt Shion's house, we can easily just walk to do all of our shopping.
The stations are exactly how it used to be.
It is ever so gradually, my memories begin to register. The dull... Eh? The dull play... Oh, why the text doesn't... No. The dull plain banner with the words welcome to Hibarigasaki written on it also seems to be fine condition still.
A group of people just came out of the station.
Tourists, I would reckon. It is Saturday after all.
Hey tourists! Oh hey there tourist peoples. Make sure to get lots and lots of souvenirs and leave tons of your money in Hibarigasaki
So we locals get a text drop. We have absolutely no shame. Paying no further attention to the group of elderly people getting into a tourist bus, we head towards where all the shops are lined up.
From the looks of the place around here hasn't changed either.
Grocery stores, sundries, souvenir shops and the like, all privately owned, garnish the street one after another. It is the very same shopping district I used to know. In place of multi-story buildings and department stores, are instead age-worn boarding houses and stores with their shutters still closed here and there. Business doesn't seem to be all too hot here, but rather than deserted. You got a laid-back impression from it. It makes me happy that this sort of atmosphere hasn't changed one bit despite the years that have passed.
Gotta say, this town really gives off that oldie sort of nostalgic feel.
The town itself might have some sort of history behind it, but it isn't something I'll know much about. Damn, what is with my reading? Only in this game it's a little harder for me to read. I am fairly positive they teach about the town history and social studies class during elementary here. Oh, there we go. But I moved away before we reached that topic. Hence, my knowledge concerning Hibarigasaki is limited to Hibarigasaki. Okay, as a sightseeing location. In the past, the town prospered as a trade port, and now it's become a commercial port town. Hibarigasaki is surrounded by many historical structures, like its inland waterway. Other than the waterway, there is also a public park, a hot spring area, a shrine, a ropeway, and a beach where the open sea unfolds before you. From hiking, however, to playing at the beach, viewing the wide variety of multicolored autumn leaves, and skiing, there is no shortage of recreation for every season. This town is quite literally an exemplary tourist site. The population of Hibarigasaki and the surrounding area that also belongs to the city is approximately 400,000. Barely from a numerical standpoint, you can hardly call it a small town, but once you actually walk through the town, you get much more historic feel rather than an urban one. It's very nice. I don't like cities, you know. I just don't like cities somehow. I like small towns. They're historical. You can relax and everything. The nature's still there and everything, you know. It's amazing. It's relaxing, especially for your soul, and it's just. What's more, I've heard the population has been on a steady decline recently. While it may be a great sightseeing site with things to enjoy all year round, on the other hand, it is also quite bland and unassuming, so that might be one factor contributing to the decline. Furthermore, once winter comes around, snow piles up, causing all sorts of complications transportation-wise. So another detrimental factor is that living here certainly comes with its fair share of natural hardships. If I remember correctly, Hibarigasaki also has a history museum, archive, or something like that. So I suppose I will visit that place when I am in the mood to learn about the town more in depth. I am a rather industrious person. First and foremost, I love this town.
Oni-chan, look over there. What could that be?
Nope. They have to buy those doors.
Oh, why is it that you always cut me off without letting me finish what I want to say?
It's probably just the second coming of your mouth-loved sideboard you saw in this store. I am alright, and my nope also meet refusal to check the price.
Well, you're totally wrong. There was just a shop over there I've never seen before. It must have opened after we moved away, don't you think?
I direct my eyes towards the shop Shinami was pointing it. Just like she said, it is indeed a shop I can find searching through my memories. I bet this is the new neighbor. Is that a cafe? It might be newly opened, but in the event it opened right after we moved away from this town. Newly opened, as a term wouldn't quite be fitting. It may very well be an integral part of Hibarigazaki's shopping district already, and now being a perfectly familiar sight for the residents here. Thinking about the kind of change makes a mild wave of wistfulness wash over me.
Looks kinda stylish, and I bet it has this real nice atmosphere on the inside.
She is right. The cafe has a rather chic exterior. From what you can see of the entire design through the windows, it has a certain sort of retro-modern feel to it, which in turn compels me to check it out for myself. Wanna eat there before we shop for the sideboards?
Yeah, great idea.
Thus, the two of us enter the cafe together. I gaze around the cafe's interior while the old-fashioned doorbell rings behind us, signaling the staff that customers are here. The exterior doesn't deceive ever our expectations, just like we imagined. A comfortable, nice atmosphere. Hung up paintings and vases, furniture, in addition to the music they are playing, altogether soothe my body, which is exhausted beyond belief from all the furnishing at us by other customers besides us at tables here and there, so I suppose you could say this cafe is doing decent business. Let me hear the music. I want to relax the music. Let me hear it.
Sit up there.
Following Shinami, we go over to
This cafe doesn't seem as new as I thought.
I guess it's partly because of the color tone, but yeah, I guess it opened up not too long after we moved away.
Which means it's already been running for around 7 whole years. I guess there goes any chance of there being a grand opening sale or anything like that?
Well, why don't we look over the menu first? I passed Shinami a menu on top of one myself. Glancing over the menu gives me absolutely no information about the dishes themselves.
Say, Oni-chan, is this really a cafe?
Pretty sure it is. The menu is full of unfamiliar words. Huh?
Oh, welcome to the Milky Way.
Oh, not bad. That is a good word. But that's a good name. Welcome to the Milky Way. Are you ready to order yet? Or do you need some? Ah, yeah, about that. I mean to ask her about the menu, but my mouth is.
Can I help you with anything?
What is that number? Can we zoom in? Ha! We can zoom in! Ha! What? This is cool! Hey, this is cool. Oops. Cool. Can I help you with anything? That waitress is wearing a fried prawn dress plus a hairband of matching color.
Wow, real mate, it's my first time seeing one of the flesh,
however. What is this place? Other chic exterior and retro modern interior. Just one big farce? I need the fact that this place is actually a maid cafe. It's my first time having entered one. Originally, I thought maid cafes were these maniac establishments targeting bigger cities, but it seems now they have actually spread to important tourist locations like Hibarigasaki too. The waitress maintains her bright business-like smile, completely unfazed by Shinami, and I intently staring at her in amazement. More than likely this isn't the first time she's seen a customer utterly flabbergasted by her uniform. She may have been working as a waitress for a while now. Although, on second thought, her appearance suggests that she's around my age. By the way, that reminds me of Kaicho. Oh man, what's the name on the anime? Kaicho wa Maid-sama. Kaicho wa Maid-sama. Yeah! I guess something like that. You should watch it. It's so funny. And the love story is also pretty nice.
You look familiar.
Ah, both mine and the maid's jaws drop them up. She's the schoolgirl.
You're the boy I saw eating towards the lookout the other day, so what are you doing? Out sightseeing again?
Giving off a friendly sociable demeanor appropriate for a service job. She starts off a conversation with a smile on her face.
Wait. What's the meaning of this? Someone you know? You've already set your sight on a girl, even though we've only been here for days? I must say, I was entirely unaware you're this big of philander. Because I'm not. Just keep your mouth closed for now. I grab a tube of salad mayonnaise lying on the table and shove it into Shinami's mouth. Her eyes then drew in an expression of pure bliss as she starts to greedily suck on it. There, I needed to say it again, but Shinami has an extreme love of me. She's asking this, but inside of her she's hoping that you say, no, it's not my girlfriend. Did you bring your girlfriend along with you to sightsee around the town?
Even with Shinami's crankiness before her eyes, she doesn't. He's smiling. She is a professional bona fide maid. I remember spotting her in the front of Hibari High a few times, and it seems she remembers me too. If that is where she goes to school, then my earlier observation about her being my age is probably spot on. Starting next Monday, I'll also be going to Hibari High as a second year student. It's still too early for the beach at this time of the year. Boat riding out at the waterway is pretty spectacular, if you ask me. There's just no beating it. And it's particularly popular among couples. There's something I need to correct you on. She's actually my little sister. In addition, we're not tourists. We moved here just the other day, actually. She's happy. I see, my apologies. My first day at Hibari High is next week, so maybe I'll be seeing you there. Oh dude, finally, you finally you have the confidence to talk with him like this. Oh dude, good move. I finished the formalities. What year are you? Second. Cool. Same as me. Presumable because she's learned that we'll be seeing each other at school, she immediately drops the waitress and starts acting more casually around. My name's Mina Hoshi Asu. Second year at Hibari High. What's Kogazaku Yu? Yu? Kogazaka. She whispers my name to herself. Around where in the area did you move to, Kogasaka-kun? You're familiar with Yumemi Hill, yeah? Since she is talking to me in a more casual fashion, I naturally ease up to around the residential area at the foot of the hills where we moved in at. Right, I got you. What is it, man? I know where that is. But man, lucky. Oh, sorry. Right, I got you. I know where that is, but man, lucky you, huh? You've got that nice short walk to school. Guess that means you can afford some extra minutes of sleep in the morning. Well, there's still that hill to climb every morning, so that prospect alone the kind of kills my spirit. I know what you mean, yeah. Like, why in the world does that hill have to be part of the way to school? Or more like, what genius was it who thought it was an awesome idea to build a school up there? I guess it could always be worse though, you know, like the elementary school. True. The elementary school's not in the direction of the mountains, but way on past the station near the ocean. Yep, although it was a bit of a pain to have to get across the railroad crossing on the way there. Wait, is the elementary school she's talking about the same one I used to attend? Wait a second, I thought you said you just moved here the other. Hey, yeah, about that. Hey. Hey, Oni-chan is getting all nice and charming with the maid. He's gonna skip lunch entirely and take the maid. You might not be rejected by your first love, sure, but that doesn't mean you can just go and pounce on any girl that comes to you, right? Be a good girl and shut your lips. A show of a second man needs a super dog. Finally, you know, this is so good. We are getting more. Wait, she is just. Is she? What is this? A bottle of mayonnaise? Okay. You know, finally we get some more views. You know where more, more. And it's changing the mood for me in a positive way. She finished sucking the whole bottle clean with the mirror to say, "What man, she is." This knucklehead right here is my little sister. Her name's Kokazaka Chinami, and she will be attending Hibari High too as a first year. Yeah, she's already down 2 whole bottles of mayonnaise and she's not done. Chinami, that's bad manners. Give it a rest now, okay? Should have stopped me sooner. Because of you, I was about to fill up entirely on mayonnaise. It's entirely beyond me how she can criticize me considering her expressions of pure bliss while sucking on the things. Boss. Name boss. Sure, I don't mind if you chat with your customers, but don't forget to take their orders. That was how I was thinking about that as well. So don't forget that you have to do your job. Oh, sorry about that. Well then, have you two decided on your orders yet? Having been warned by what seems to be the cafe owner, she reverts back to her waitress mode, which makes our talk concerning the grade school and before I can get clarification on things. Oh, I'm hungry. Question, what's this Astria thingy right here? Astria, you see, is the goddess of justice and owner of the scales that became Libra, the constellation. It's said that Astria weighs the hearts of people against a quill on her scales, thereby judging whether the people are good or evil. The Ast part comes from Astra, Re for star, while Rhea is an ending for female names that means maiden. That's why some people also call Astra the Star Maiden. She goes through explaining all of that to us rather enthusiastically, but when it comes to the most crucial part, namely what that food dish actually is, we haven't really gotten anywhere. And what about this liar of Hermes thingy that's daily special? Hermes is the god of thieves. So I guess they just wanna know what kind of food that is. Right after he was born, Hermes stole a kettle from the sun god Apollo. He then ate that kettle together with the sea turtle he also found in his thieving adventure. That made the liar by putting a hole into its shell. So like, does that mean that his liar of Hermes is some soft chocolate turtle dish? Oh, it's just some honey toast. Wow, zero connection whatsoever. So honestly, it will be a bit perturbed if a soft shell turtle dish was being served at the maid cafe. And after that, Apollo finally found Hermes, determined to get back his stolen kettle in a terrible fluster. Hermes presented the lyre he made with the turtle shell to him as a form of apology. After some time, Apollo passed that lyre to the music in Orpheus, and melody produced by him playing it captivated humans, animals, and plants alike. And there came a time when Orpheus descended to the underworld in order to save his wife, the oak nymph Eurydice. With his lyre, he created essentially a miracle, but in the end, he still failed to save his wife. And Ashur, mind your customers. So the lyre of Hermes is not a soft-shelled turtle dish, which is why Orpheus' lyre turns into honey toast in order for him to save his wife, and enemy's eyes are spinning in circles. I'm really sorry about that. I just kinda lost myself there. So that is 2 orders of the lyre of Hermes, correct? Well, sure, why not? I didn't mind that she basically arbitrarily decides our order right now. There is something else on my mind. First, I didn't notice it at the lyre of Hermes, but when she talked about Orpheus and his lyre, it hit me. Was that just now about Lyra, the constellation, by any chance? In response to my question, the maid face instantly lights up. Today is Tanabata after all. With light steps, the maid returns to the manager's side. The lyre of Orpheus is very Lyra and Lyra constellation, which is precisely why the lyre of Orpheus, I mean the lyre of Hermes, is today special. One of the stars in Lyra is Vega, which is Oriheim in the Tanabata legend. So then, since the lyre of Hermes isn't actually a soft-shelled turtle dish, the lyre of Orpheus turned into honey toast, and because it's Tanabata, our order got picked for us, and Shinami eyes are still spinning. Yeah. 2 orders of our cafe is one of a lyre of Hermes. Honey toasts on the table are also decorated with bamboo tree leaf on the top with the ice cream. Awesome, awesome. That was sure yummy. Oh, wasn't it, Oni-chan? And here we're gonna end this episode right here, ladies and gentlemen. I like that. I like that. I like that. I wonder if you liked it as well. Like it, share, subscribe, but don't leave anything out too. Don't leave anything out. And as always, remember, dreams come true, see what you to do. Just believe in you. And as always, watch some anime. Just watch some anime, alright, ladies and gentlemen? Just do it. Just do it already. Alright, enjoy watching.